Good morning, good evening, and good night. Please ignore the light that is killing my camera. This is another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards, where the Fae have discovered something and very much want to tell Tony. So, Arth is going to gather his two counts and Nathan. Just Nathan. And Arth will then get in contact with Tony, saying he needs a moment with her to discuss some things.
Yeah. She'd just, say, okay, sounds good. Be there soon.
Okay.
Or whenever, if there was a meeting set.
Just non-specific, blah. Magic. Role-playing magic. So they gather and there's Arth. You know Arth. There's two guys you don't recognize. Well, you saw them at the meeting. One of them's in a wheelchair. He also looks blind. And then there's Nathan.
Nathan will wave.
Arthur will offer a hand to shake.
Tony will shake it, and then just kind of, after that's done, she'll kind of like wave to Nathan.
So, my friend here, he'll gesture to the person in the wheelchair, has something he needs to speak to you about. This is his husband. Why he came and, well, I try to bring Nathan everywhere. He seems to be good luck.
Good luck for everybody else, sir.
That's a fair assessment.
Tony will nod, and she'll ask in Cantonese if they are they speaking in Cantonese or are they speaking in English?
Cantonese.
Okay, great. So she'll look towards the guy in the wheelchair and just kind of say, okay, what was that? That you needed to speak to me for? I think.
The man in the wheelchair, even though he's blind, he'll look directly at you because it's where you would be in the dreaming, and for some, he can't see the physical word, but he could see the dreaming. And he'll look directly at you, which is really off-putting. And he'll say, if you summon the Hounds of Tindalos, they'll nuke Hong Kong.
Oh. Technocracy will?
If Tony goes through with her plan to summon the Hounds of Tindalos, which is the current plan in place, they will nuke Hong Kong.
I see.
You mean the Hounds themselves or the technocracy?
The technocracy will. Also, there will be beings of great power that come through as well to destroy Hong Kong.
That part I was told about. The book will pop out some extra little things if you summon anything without the safeguards, and the book was taken from me before I could read the safeguards, so...
Alrighty. He'll scratch his chin. But yes, if you summon them, Hong Kong will be obliterated.
She'll just rub her forehead and then nod and say, okay. That's horrible. Okay.
If you're wondering, I used magic to see the future of the city.
She nods and say, and will say, that's kind of what I expected, you guys, and everyone with, their magic and future seeing things, Did you see how they figured out that they knew about the hounds?
You summoned the hounds, and then the nuke fell. From a satellite in space.
Did you see if I was doing this in Hong Kong or in Wales? Because I was planning on summoning the hounds in Wales to keep the backlash from directly affecting the city.
I don't know. Wherever you planned on doing it, that is the reaction that's had.
She nod. Sorry, somebody's throwing poppers in the frickin' house. She'll nod and say, okay, that is very worrisome indeed. Thank you for telling me this.
He'll nod, and the two married men will leave, and Arth and Nathan will hang out with Tony. Oh, so that's what they wanted to say. Arth looks very worried.
Nathan just looks like he's trying to think. They didn't mention if the wall was down and whatever they saw.
No, they didn't.
When were you planning on this taking place? Because plans could change with the future.
I don't have an exact date. There are a few, okay, I say a few, but there are several things that I need to do beforehand. There's a ring that I need taken care of, destroyed by, it's what I mean by taken care of. Couple rituals that I need to do to... Hold on, they're popping poppers and I gotta, 1 second.
Nathan, care to share with class?
I'm just thinking, what if, like, depending on how things go, like, we tear the wall down before she does her thing, maybe it'll be okay, or maybe that's what makes it worse, I don't know. But that is a good chunk of missing information.
Well, he can't scry into the past. He just saw the future.
Right, but the wall hasn't come down yet. And in his vision, we don't know if the wall was down when Tony did her thing.
We'll have to ask Tony if she planned on doing it.
Okay, back now, sorry.
While the wall was down. Tony, were you planning on summoning these things after the wall was down?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
And what manner of speaking would that be?
After the wall was down, yes, I was planning on summoning the hounds.
See?
Yeah. But that still doesn't help much, because if the wall was down in his future vision, then that could be why they were nuking Hong Kong instead of just nuking it because the hounds were summoned.
To be fair, the wall's the thing that's keeping information from getting in and out, so it'd be a lot harder to hide a nuke if the wall was down. It's not gonna be easy, but like regardless, but
Yeah. Then again, this is the technocracy, and when they really want someone dead, then they will go to all sorts of lengths to do it. And I don't know about you guys, but I think we've definitely pissed off the technocracy, or at least minorly annoyed them.
he'll hold up a finger like, yeah,
Yeah, just a little bit.
Tony, I need you to do me a favor in order to get the information we need. I need you to believe that you've decided to not summon the Hounds of Tindalos for, what do you think, 10 minutes would be enough for them?
Nathan will shrug. I don't really know the whole soothsayer thing, so.
That is fair. So I need you to believe that for about 10 minutes for me. And he's going to go make a call.
Okay. Tiger, with mine too, is there some sort of effect where I can completely believe I won't do something for about 10 minutes?
I mean,
that's like,
you could roll willpower.
well, okay, it's an entropy effect, but Tony's not high enough to do it yet.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
entropy 5, like,
So close yet so far.
right?
Okay. That's gonna be kind of hard then, because, okay, she'll just kind of...
roll willpower and will yourself to believe this thing for...
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna try that real fast. Then again, I remember Tony's willpower is kind of shit.
Okay, let me pull up the rolls room.
Yeah, it's good.
What would the difficulty be?
Tiger?
I'm gonna say 7.
Okay. Oh wow, one success.
Nothing is loading on my side. Okay, do you think that...
Yeah, it'd get her like 10 minutes.
Good enough for government work. So he'll make a call, and then he'll get another call at the end of the 10 minutes. And he'll, like, his face looks like super serious. Like, he'll listen to the information and then hang up. If the plan, let's see, how should I explain this? Oh, I'm sorry, I did not know that camera was pointed directly at the light.
Not all that bright.
So, Let's see. That is very grim information. The plan of not summoning the Hounds of Tyndalos seems to be the one not to get the city destroyed. While also bringing down the wall.
So it's just summoning the hounds, huh? That's going to do it?
I believe so, yes.
She nods. It says, okay then.
What you do with this information, Tony, is up to you. And he's going to actually get a drink.
So bringing down the wall first is the idea, and then send the hounds.
That would be something different, yes. But I'm not sure what would happen, and I believe our friend is very tired.
That's fair.
Yeah, because that's... I have an idea. I'm gonna work with some people, see about getting the wall down quite soon. And then after that, because I'm not quite sure what Smith and the Technocracy will do, but considering this was an experiment for the most part, or at least that's what I've been told, this whole wall, I don't think they're going to be too happy when their experiments fail and the test subjects are released, per se. So they might get a little upset, and I don't want to have, an archmage throw a temper tantrum in the city, if you guys get what I'm saying.
Makes sense.
From what I understood of the second vision that he had while the decision was to not summon the hounds, is Smith is recalled. I'm not sure what that word means. Our friend wasn't either. But that is the word he obtained from the vision, so...
I think what that means when a Technocracy agent is recalled is they are just sent back to whatever major headquarters that the next highest ranking person is. So Smith would it's like when you send an agent out to the field and you're just like, okay, you done goof, get back here. I think, anyway. That's what it sounds like. But that would, if he gets in trouble for that, that would still leave an archmage who we messed with and then possibly got him in trouble. And I don't know about you guys, but considering most, moderately powered mages hold grudges on that sort of stuff, I don't want to see an archmage with a grudge.
Might need to do like a two-pronged attack or something. Have some of us try and take down the wall while you're doing your ritual. Try to time it that way.
I was actually thinking more of Miss Adriana's her thing that she mentioned at the Tarot Council thingy or whatever. How, while I summon the hounds, they attack the base directly, a Novatech. So I'm not sure how well that would go. I've heard rumors of what they have over there, and it's pretty crazy. Also, your friend was seeing into the future. Does he ever have to deal with Winkle?
Who?
Wrinkle?
Yeah. Ruthann Winkle? You know the guy from the story?
I'm somewhat familiar, but I don't believe he is Okay. What my friend sees is the most likely future based on current decisions. He never actually changes anything.
Okay. I will tell you that I am planning on starting everything soon. As I said, there are a couple things I need to finish, but that can be done. I was planning on getting that started today and tomorrow, actually. So I'm hopefully sometime before the weekend is when this can all, or the weekend itself is when we can start. That would be good. Nathan, you've got problems with Gravedigger, don't you still?
He'll again hold up his fingers like,
A little bit. Okay. Do you remember Mordecai?
Mordecai. It sounds familiar. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
When we fought Mordecai, my soul was ripped from my body, and in an effort to, and she'll throw up air quotes, save me from Mordecai's grasp, Gravedigger bound me to his ring. And I don't know if I die, if my soul will go back to that ring, because that is something I do not want to have happen.
Understandable.
And she'll lift up a hand, and she's got like this bracelet on, because I never put it in my Burley booking, but in the scene she was given the soul bracelet or whatever. And she'll kind of lift up this bracelet and she'll say, this was given to me by Tarius. And basically what it is it's as long as this bracelet is on my wrist, my soul cannot leave my body, no matter what. So that's another thing. I'm probably going to keep it on, and if I do die, then my soul is stuck in my rotting corpse. My question is for you, and I'm going to talk to some other people that I know a little bit better and can deal with Gravedigger a little bit more without causing inter-house problems. But basically, either that ring needs to be destroyed, or there needs to be someone who can sever that connection and whatnot.
If I get a hold of it, I can probably destroy it. But
That's the thing, though. The only way we're probably going to get this ring from Gravedigger is by cutting it off of his finger. Or his cutting off his hand. Either one works. Unfortunately, that would lead to some problems there.
He doesn't need his hand, he's a wanker anyways.
I would argue that he would need his hand in that case.
He can use his other hand.
That's fair.
Or get a prosthetic.
Oh my goodness. Nobody likes Gravedigger.
Nobody.
There are some, I don't trust you with this. There's some things changelings can do that we try not to do terribly often because it's very hard to control. Theoretically, if I can do that with some of my magical abilities, I could just burn the ring into nothing but cinders. right on his finger.
Does that affect common objects or magical objects? I don't know what sort of protections he's put on this ring. All I know is that he's got wraiths bound to it, and he tried to actually get me to bind wraiths into that ring for him.
That would be me telling the entire Dreaming to come down and do as I wish for a little bit. I don't think he's stronger than an entire plane of existence.
Arthur just pointed at Nathan. I don't even think he knows how to affect our plane of existence.
I didn't even know you guys had a whole nother plane of existence. I don't know what this dreaming thing is.
I can show you.
The problem is you won't remember if she does.
She might remember a few things.
That's fair.
She doesn't seem very banal.
Huh?
Our character, he's talking about your banality.
Yeah, and Tony was just like, what?
You're more interesting than most people, we'll put it that way.
Okay. Is there a way where I could keep my memory and go see this thing?
Not really, no. I mean, that doesn't make you comfortable, that's completely understandable.
Would it affect my familiar? Because my familiar could remember everything for me and just fill me in on the details later.
Probably, yes.
Damn. What about a GoPro? Or like a camera?
The way this works is when you see this at a later point, logic seems to find its way against this existing.
She nods. Okay then.
Arthur's going to offer his hand. If you wish to know, take my hand. If not, that is completely fair.
Well, you said I would forget, and I don't know how long this forgetfulness extends, but if I was to take your hand, I could forget the consequences of summoning the hounds, and so I might do it and cause a nuke on the city without me remembering that that's what it would cause.
That you will remember that the misremembering will have to do with the most extremes of our reality. You remember how... Okay. It's like when you perform your magic and the world hits you back for doing things that you shouldn't. Our world doesn't want to be exposed. So, with small things you'll remember. With the larger things, you may not.
Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Whatever, okay, sure. And she'll reach out to take his hand.
You are now enchanted. You see a 9-foot blue giant standing in front of you.
You also see Nathan's Fae form and all his armor and everything.
Woohoo, knockers and trolls!
And, let's see, where did we meet?
That's a good question.
They could have met at a cafe is too public.
Dude, we could have totally just met up at Nathan's clock shop.
Nathan's alright with that.
Okay, so Uh, it looks like you're inside of a giant clock at the moment.
So
Clock shop.
she'll just kind of look around and then take a step back and look around some more and then say, holy shit, are you guys just always on LSD or something?
Yeah, kinda.
This is something we see 100% of the time. Step outside, it'll be different.
There's also probably a lot of ticking and talking going on, just from the clocks.
Okay, but before I go outside, you mean to tell me that all along you have been a giant blue dude and you just with like the makeup and the swirls and the ears and the hair, it's like, damn.
It's not makeup, that's just my skin.
His skin is... He covers the redness.
No, that's just his skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have... Okay.
Some knockers have different patterns.
Knockers?
Yes.
Yeah, no point.
Because this is Tony, she'll just kind of look... She'll just kind of grab her breast and just kind of... Knockers?
Ha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
I'm sorry, Nathan, I couldn't pass it up.
Arthur cover his mouth and giggle a little, but he doesn't want to, like, think that Nathan, he's making fun of Nathan. He didn't make the connection until Tony pointed it out. There are many glorious things outside. And he'll open the door for you. By the way, this dude is wearing a freaking crown.
He's also like 9 foot in blue. I don't think she's questioning much at this point.
She raises a fair point.
Yeah.
So she'll just kind of walk outside and look around.
You're in the changeling market.
Oh, snap.
Like, you can see the changeling market layered on top of reality. And you can see what's in the, you're not exactly on the same plane as the dreaming, but you can tell which plane is which.
Okay. Jeez, after all this, Tony's just gonna need to buy up Spirit. God darn it.
It's not Spirit to affect changelings, it's mine.
I thought it was like spirits where you could see into the... Oh, shit.
It's mine. That's why changelings are so hard to affect.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you need to, like, mind at least 3 to heal changelings. Like, you know how you have to use matter on top of what you use to heal vampires? You have to use mind for changelings.
Psh, who would want to heal vampires? Psh, those abominations.
Yeah. It's absolutely gorgeous right now in the dreaming. Everything... Let's see. Today, everything glitters and shines like jewels. Like, have you ever seen the Emerald City of Oz?
Yes.
In the World of Oz?
Uh-huh.
It's leaning towards that today.
Damn. And since this is the changeling market, I'm assuming she's seeing a whole bunch of, like, the other kiths and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna lean over. I guess she can't whisper. The Ard's pretty tall. So she'll
Yeah.
just kind of lean over and just say, "Holy shit. Every day like this?"
Every day.
Not really. It changes every day.
That's fair.
All of this, like, you guys don't. Wow.
It depends
Wow.
on what the people feel. How it looks. And he'll gesture around himself.
Wow, you guys really are fairies.
I mean, kinda.
I mean, like, you know, I didn't, you know, like, not believe it, but it was just kind of like, you know, oh, we're, you know, changeling fairy guys, and you look like everyday humans, and then, okay, just realized I wasn't looking.
That's one way to see it.
I was gonna say there's no reason to believe we're lying, but I've met some other changelings and
That is, their existence is lying.
yeah.
You mean like, oh no, this character hasn't met Angela. Never mind. Shit. So she'll just nod. Do y'all ever have problems like the X-Men? You know, trying to think like... Not the X-Men, the X-Men isn't the way to put this.
What?
I was thinking of something else, like, you know, the whole plot of X-Men is humans with, like, different things, and they all look completely different, have, you know... It's like the humans against the mutants and everything, and then...
By the way, somebody sprouts wings and takes off in front of you.
So she's just gonna stop mid-sentence and just kind of look at that. And then look between the two of you.
They seemed nonplussed. Or at least Arth does.
Yeah, Nathan's just like...
Is that just common for you guys?
Here, yes.
Kinda.
Like, I mean, damn, I'm a mage and that still isn't even common. Mostly because reality tends to kind of beat us with a rusty nail bat if we try to do something like that. You guys don't have any repercussions like that?
Not in the dreaming.
Lucky.
But even though it's beautiful, it is very dangerous.
Isn't there like a saying for that? Like even the most beautiful rose has thorns?
Something like that.
Every rose has its thorns, just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy has the same sad song.
I don't know what you're going on about.
It's a song.
I'm from Germany and then I moved to Hong Kong, so I am not familiar with this song. So what do you think, Tony?
I'm actually kind of a little upset now that I won't remember any of this. It's really nice.
You'll remember bits. It's okay. It's not like it'll disappear from your memory, but the dreaming will.
The dream protects itself.
Yes. It will make you think, oh, this is a movie set or something like that.
She'll nod, and then she doesn't really know much about any of this. She's just gonna look up to the art and be like, so can we go exploring then? Or I guess for you, just like a normal day in the park, but I want to go exploring.
I'll grab my hammer. We can pull her in all the way.
I will also notice that Nathan, since he's not wearing his helmet at the moment, he's got the lightning eye and the clockwork ear.
She's gonna look. And then kind of blink as she just notices this, and then... I knew you shot lightning from your eye, but I didn't realize that it looked like that. Oh my god, your ear.
Yeah, I kind of had to get it replaced.
But with wood? Don't you guys have, like, healers? Could just create the flesh again?
I mean, yeah, but it's just kind of a thing with my affiliation.
Can I touch it?
Okay. You guys go.
Sorry about that. What was Tony doing?
She asked to touch your ear.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to.
She's just gonna kind of reach over and poke it a couple times. Just to, like, you know, trying to see if it's, like, wood or if it just, like, looks like wood. Like,
When you poke it, like, you're just enchanted so you can see it. But you're not in the actual dreaming, so what you're poking is his fleshy ear on the human side.
this is so weird. How come it doesn't... And she'll just keep poking it. Just, why doesn't it feel like normal? What in the... It does feel like normal. I don't...
Why doesn't it feel like it should?
Yes.
Because you're not in the full dreaming yet.
Arth comes back with his hammer. Should we go through your shop?
That'd probably be easier.
Lead the way back into the shop. Then he'll gesture to Nathan to lead the way from this point because Arth respects that people have their own space.
Then he's smart and it's Nathan's freehold. Nathan will lead the way into his freehold, through the trod, all that good stuff.
So basically, Arth is going to pick Tony up, and you're going to get this weird sensation as he squeezes both of you through the trod into the dreaming. Now, from this point on, you may not remember as much as you would previously from just seeing it. But now that you're in the dreaming, you can't see the gray world anymore. It's just the dreaming.
Just gonna reach over and poke Nathan's ear again.
It now feels like a wooden clockwork ear.
Huh. So this is like a really happy version of the Umbra?
Yeah, they both just kind of It's connected in some ways. The two of them are.
If you fall through, you'll get stuck between both of them.
Yeah, I'd advise not doing that.
So stay close.
What about the Shadowlands? Did you accidentally fall through, the dreaming into the Shadowlands too?
More than likely. I'm sure there's some place that's connected.
I bet it's in a nightmare realm.
More than likely. Miss Law would know better than I would.
Nightmare realm?
The dreaming, if you can't tell, is made out of the dreams of everybody.
Not all dreams are nice.
Okay.
That's actually where I lost this, and it'll tap his ear. And also this, and it'll tap his fake eye.
Would you like some coffee? There's actually an Ishu sitting on a rug in a stall nearby making Turkish coffee with like the big bowl of hot sand. You remember that guy?
I remember that guy from Alistair.
He's making coffee again.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if, like, y'all just accept, like, you know, normal bills, or is this, like, something different? You have to, like... And I'm not trying to be mean here. It's just, like, you know, all the fairy tales, though. To get anything from, you know, a fairy, you've got to, like, give up your firstborn or something.
Nathan will just hand the guy some dross and just say, yeah, you're good.
By the way, this coffee is fucking delicious. Like, it's the best coffee you've ever had.
Jeez, does everything take... Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get stuck here, am I?
No.
Okay, because, like, you know, once again, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, every fairy tale story ever, it's like you eat something in the court of the fairies and you just get stuck and you can't go anywhere.
A part of one of our group's codes is to never forgive a debt. That being said, you have assisted in restoring the mental stability of one of our own. So I think we actually technically owe you a debt, so no, you're not going to get stuck here.
Okay, that would be nice. And, I mean, it wasn't really me, it was Desal. I just brought them over there. To be honest, I was just the fairy. Ha, I was Sharon. Ha ha ha. But yeah. Okay.
Is there
Thank you.
any particular site you would like to visit? Well, when you're dreaming?
You know what? I want to see what... And she'll probably actually give the name for this actual fountain, but because I don't think we've ever given the fountain a name, she'll just say random fountain number 3. Or wait, or was it random fountain number 5? Was the one we normally go to?
Yeah, I thought it was
6? Okay, let's go to random fountain number 6. And see how that looks in the dreaming.
Would you like to ride on my shoulders? Some people, well, since I know my height is... Some people would enjoy the view.
And you know what? Tony will just kind of stick her arms up and do the whole little, you know, the whole little grabby thing and just be like, come on, let's do it then. I'm not going to pass the chance to ride on a giant's shoulders. Let's get it.
Yeah, no, like, he only puts you on one of his shoulders because his shoulders are that big. Like, he just picks you up and sets you on his one shoulder.
God, this is amazing.
And so, random fountain number 6. Okay. Let's see.
A lot of stupid shit's going on in that fountain.
Yeah.
So much.
It's... You know those really, really fancy things? They're just like... They get ridiculous how silly they are. Or they get ridiculous by how fancy they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. Like, the thing is like 50 feet tall, and like one side of the fountain is spewing out rainbows, the other side of the fountain is spewing out glitter.
Dear Lord.
Somebody seems to have been getting away with things over here.
Just really all day, every day? This is what you guys, like, see?
It changes, but yes. In fact, the, like, fountain starts to shimmer, and a unicorn appears on the top. Just like one of the stone unicorns, not a real unicorn.
I was about to say, Tony was about to start, like, freaking out.
And you can hear a little kid giggling, and then the unicorn statue lifts its tail and it starts like spewing out rainbows out of its butt. It is affected by what people imagine.
I can. Okay. I really don't know what to say. It's so happy and joyful. Oh my god.
Here it is.
Here, yes. We should probably get her back before the dreaming time effect starts taking place.
Yeah, probably.
The what now?
The time in the dreaming, well, it passes normally on you as an effect. You do not perceive it that way, so you could feel like you're spending 10 minutes in here and it's actually a week. So before that happens, we should get you back.
That would be kind of nice. Also, so what you're telling me is like the stories of people just wandering off in the woods and then coming back years later and they look the same is because someone accidentally fell into the dreaming, stayed here for a couple minutes, and came back and their entire like life has passed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like, Arth will carry you back through to the Grey World where you're still enchanted and can see the dreaming. You'll be in, you could see the dreaming for 24 hours total. Since it's been a bit, I'll let you do the math.
She'll nod and say, okay, so will I forget just the dreaming part? Or am I going to have hazy memories of an entire day?
From when you were enchanted till it wears off, that's what you'll be pretty hazy on.
And the memories will be clear. It's like the dreaming is wants you to look away from what it actually is. So if you focus on reality, is what we'll call it, you'll remember that very clearly.
Okay, I got you. I gotta say, you guys are a little bit lucky with all of this.
You say that, but then we start getting migraines anytime we go towards, any technocracy person or a desk jockey or...
She's only seen the surface.
Fair.
I don't know. I think I could deal with migraines if that meant most of the time I'm seeing this fantastical, beautiful world instead of, just this plain world. It's kind of drab and just cruel. Not saying that this dreaming can't be cruel, just if you take it at face value and from what I've seen, it seems, well, fairy tale-like.
That's fair.
Do I owe you anything for the coffee, Nathan?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Stay safe, Tony. Don't fall into a nightmare room. And Arthur's going to head out. If you guys need anything from any NPCs, or do you guys want to open this into a social, or?
Could turn it into a social if that's what you guys want to do.
I'm down for whatever.
It's like a really fun idea. A Hong Kong social where Tony is enchanted.
Oh, dear Lord, it'll be great.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's not that bright. Dude, she might just call up people and be like, guys, I'm about to go exploring. I need somebody who can tell me what I did. This is gonna be like the best hangover ever.
Oh, my cat just load already.
That's what she said.
Oh, Tiger, I've still got 3 docs on Tony. I don't know what I need to do to remove that, because I've never had paradox before.
1 will go away for each week of you not using magic.
At all.
At all.
Oh. Oh boy.
Alternatively, burn it out of you by force.
Oh,
yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do then.
Shit.
What's that?
Do you want me to put the link in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be nice. You know, it's a piece of shit. Which character should I bring for this, like, social?
Hmm.
I could bring Jojo.
Always roll. Or Jojo, yeah.
Jojo knows how to deal with being high.
That is very true.
Tell ya. Like, you see Jojo strolling down the road.
Tony will just kind of wave. Be like, Jojo, come here!
She's just like, okay. And she'll skip over. What's up?
Do you know this thing, this dreaming thing?
I do not.
Nathan will wave.
Hey, Nathan. What's up?
Oh. So many things.
Like, I don't want to...
Say what?
I don't want to say that they drugged me, but they did something, and I'm seeing all this cool shit. It's really cool.
We got the okay first.
I'm not even sure what she's talking about.
Like, it's like, Nathan's workshop is a freaking clock! Oh my god, I wonder what DeSaul's place looks like. It's probably just a big anvil.
He runs a gun shop, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It's got a forge in it, though.
Huh. So it's a weapon shop? Like, okay, since this is Hong Kong and not America, it's like a giant fucking grenade wrapped in an American flag with a bald eagle sitting on top of it and fireworks going off behind it.
That is amazing. Jojo, are you seeing this?
I am not. Also, hello. We're live.
Hey, Joey.
And Tony is enchanted. So we're just like in the middle of of the street. talking about things.
Everything okay, Joey?
It's up to you. Also, it's a new character. I forget my new character names too. So that's what the Saul shop looks like in the dreaming, because that's how people view his shop, because it's ridiculous in Hong Kong.
Tony's just gonna pull out like a piece of paper from her bag and start drawing this so she doesn't forget this amazing thing.
Oh my god, I have that same picture! Rip. Now I can't use it for my NPC.
Or you can and just say he looks the same.
Twinsies.
Yes.
So, Jones was just like, is she, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much she tripping?
Heckin'.
Heckin'?
Nathan, you didn't tell me this is what the Saul shop always looks like? Holy god.
I didn't know. I don't usually go over to his shop. Like, I don't think I've been over there once.
Nathan, if I forget this, you have to tell me.
I mean, it looks like 4 brick walls.
No, it doesn't. It's a grenade wrapped in an American flag with a freaking bald eagle on the top and, like, fireworks right out the sides.
Sounds like LSD.
That's what I said, too. This is like... Oh my god. Why do you guys ever want to... Could I just... Okay. No, I'm not gonna ask that, because I was probably gonna seem as really bad. Never mind.
Go ahead and ask. Like, Nathan's cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so could I just, like, is there, like, a way to make this, like, permanent so I can see all this cool shit and not forget?
I mean, just keep you permanently enchanted.
That's so cool, because I can still see, like, the regular world, too, a little bit, like, underneath it and stuff. This is so cool!
The regular world underneath. Her trip. Jojo's gonna send off a text to Belle.
Okay.
Tony is tripping balls.
Okay.
Like, she thinks the Saul's gun shop is a giant grenade wrapped in an American flag with a bald eagle sitting on top of it and fireworks going off.
I see.
Tripping.
Neat.
And she's talking about making it permanent. It's talking to the changelings, or she's talking to the cups.
Val can probably hear her in the background just going, holy shit, did you see that firework go off? It was really bright red.
If that's what she wants to do. Val doesn't give a shit. Like, as far as he's concerned, this is not his problem.
So Tony sees Arbane walking by. He looks a bit different from last time she saw him, because last time she saw him, she only saw the Grey World version of him. He's wearing like this fancy fucking armor. It's all done up all fancy, and he's got a sword on his side, and he's got a horse that is let me find the picture. It's got like a flaming mane, but
Okay, but does he have like the leaves and like spiderweb thing coming off his head?
yes. And then that's what the horse looks like. Except those are flames.
She'll try to make it gentle, but it's that kind of nudge of like, oh my god, Jojo, look at this thing! And she's just gonna point to Arbane and be like, that dude has like leaves and like spider web looking shit coming off his head, and his horse is on fire.
Tony, there's not a horse.
Yes, there is! It's right there!
Tony, I can't see the horse.
Why can't you see? I mean, look! He's... Oh my god, it's on fire! How can you not see it?
She's just gonna slowly look at Nathan. What is she talking about?
It's there, you just can't see it.
Okay.
And she churns. He's heard the conversation at this point, and he churns to head towards them.
Jojo, he's coming this way. I don't know if that's like a bad thing because he's got like a flaming... Is he one of the good guys, Nathan? He's got a flaming horse, for God's sake.
He's fine.
Can I touch the horse? Would I get burned? Is that like a thing? He's riding on it, like...
I would ask him first before you go touching his horse.
I mean, yeah. This is great, guys. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
So she's just gonna walk over there to this guy, and her eyes are just, wide and, full of that wonder. And she's just gonna be like, bro, can I touch your horse? Would I be burned, though?
He just looks over. It's walking beside him. He's not actually riding it because that's a bad idea to ride chimerical stuff in the middle of the street.
A little bit.
But he just looks over and says, "Why don't you ask him?"
Well, if it was like you're familiar, normally it's just it's the way that, I can only speak to, my familiar. I don't know if I could just ask, and she'll kind of look under to see if it's a he or a she.
Nathan, just looking at nothing. This looks really weird. She's just like looking around to see if anybody's staring.
Tony will just look at the horse. Just be like, yo, can I touch your mane and would I be burned?
You can go ahead and do it, Joey, since it's your horse.
I was literally typing that out. So he looks over and tilts his head from side to side really quick. That goes, no, you won't burn. You won't burn. Yes, please, pet my mane, pet my mane. And he's like, head. You know how horses do the little headbutting thing? Yes. He's doing that to Tony.
Tony is like, oh dear Lord, yes, this is the best day of my life. And and JoJo just sees Tony petting air while Tony is having like the best day of her fucking life. JoJo, come over here and pet him. This is amazing.
I can't.
Well, why not though? Like,
Arbane looks over at JoJo and says, "Would you like to see?"
Sure.
And he walks over to her and takes he unbuckles the sword from his belt, which in the Grey World it looks like a cosplay looking sword, except it's like an old foam cosplay sword, and he hands it to her. Like hilt first.
Before she takes it, she'll just kind of call out and say, "I've been told though that you'll forget everything, or at least for the most part. Like you won't forget it, but you'll have trouble remembering it. So I just want to throw that out there to you first, in case you like your memories."
She'll just look at it. Tony, like, do you not know who I hang out with? Like, I'm pretty sure I don't remember half of, like, this entire year. And Joel grabbed the sword.
Just
Hey,
wanted
it's
to
a
warn
treasure.
you.
She's instantly enchanted because it's a treasure. And then he'll take the sword back.
Nice. And she sees a horse. Sees Nathan's shop. And then sees the Saul's shop. Yeah, that's pretty American.
I thought he was French.
Like,
That was in character. Nathan's like, I thought he was French from the
like
name.
that was also in character.
Okay.
I don't know, like, guns are an American thing.
Oh wait, is JoJo speaking French? Or not French? She's not speaking French, but is she speaking anything other than English?
Yeah, actually, she kind of has to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she knows Cantonese and Mandarin.
Okay,
Tony's just been
so-
speaking Cantonese this whole time.
So
yeah,
he
like,
wouldn't
she'll speak in the common language of the people.
So do you just want to say Tony like translated so I don't have to retcon that?
Tony can't do English. She can't talk English still, guys. I'm sorry.
Nathan can speak Cantonese and English, so he'll translate if Barbane
Okay.
looks confused.
Yeah, he'll look confused and then he'll say, He'll tap his finger against his lip. I don't have enough actor to do that though. And he'll just nod. Very well. Thank you, Sir Nathan, for translating.
No problem.
So, Jojo also walks up to the horse. You were looking ridiculous a second ago, because you're petting thin air. But now it's not thin air, but not everybody can see this. I'm pretty sure she's just ignoring Jojo, going
Oh.
crazy over this horse.
No, Tony's right there with her. She's just like, yes, I know. Like I wasn't lying. Like, this is what they always do. You see, like, I mean, oh my gosh! And you should have seen when we went into like the dreaming earlier. That was, oh dear lord.
He's just looking at her, at Tony, when Nathan translates that. And he's got a very inscrutable look on his face. And then he nods and says, well, I'm glad to see that you survived.
I got coffee.
There's a guy making Turkish coffee, which he basically has a giant copper pot filled with sand and he's got little pots. And he's making coffee in the little pots. And they're dreaming. It's an issue.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom right quick.
He'll just stand there pitching, letting them pet Eon.
Nathan's just kind of standing around.
Yeah, same. He's what? The horse doesn't shut up. The horse is just chattering away with Tony.
Yeah, Tony is just, chattering with the horse, and oh my god, would this be like some sort of breach, like on an OC level? Because I think we're just doing this like in front of their shop, where two people are just petting the air and talking to something.
We're probably getting some weird looks. Nathan's going to suggest we move back into his workshop.
The horse even fit in there?
Yes.
You'd be surprised.
This is amazing!
He'll open the door, allow you guys in.
Okay, Arbane will go in. He doesn't need much convincing.
When they go in, Tony will just kind of look over to Jojo and say, "Do you think we could ride the horse around? Because, I don't know about you, but, the horse is on fire. That would be so cool."
Can I just step away for a second?
Rip.
Aw.
Du, 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 du. But yeah, he's gone in the shop, and while they're talking with the horse, Arbane is kind of just strolling around looking at the stuff that's on display.
There's a bunch of clocks. In the back, closer to the register, there are a selection of weapons and armor, however.
Okay. Yeah, he'll look over the clocks for a bit, maybe comment on some of the nicer made ones, and then head back to look at the weapons and armor.
You will also notice that Nathan is wearing what appears to be slightly modified sheet plate to have dragon scales over it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should mention
He
that.
doesn't say anything. He won't say anything about the commoner wearing sheet plate. That.
So Tony's just gonna look over. She's gonna say, "So I see y'all have a Ponyta right here. Do y'all have, other Pokemon, too?"
I mean, probably. We moved into Nathan's clock shop
Okay.
for reasons.
For reasons.
Mostly, hey, we don't want people to notice that she's screaming about petting a horse when there's nothing there in the middle of the fucking street.
So Tony's gonna look over to Jojo and just kind of say, hey, do you think we could ask them if we could ride the Ponyta in the shop? Because I would say Rapidash, but it doesn't have it doesn't have the horn.
I mean, I guess, but out of character, you won't be able to climb on it because it exists in the dreaming, and you're not in the dreaming.
Uh-huh.
But she won't know that because she hasn't tried it yet.
So Tony will ask the horse, be like, yo, could we ride you? I know that's a really weird thing to ask. It seems a lot weirder when you just say it like that, but I'm very curious.
And the horse will just shrug and say, no.
Tony's gonna try to ride the horse. And then nothing happens. And she'll look really sad.
I'll just say, I warned you, you know.
Could we go back to the dreaming? Would that work?
I mean, probably.
Dreaming?
Yeah, what you're seeing right now.
But I'm confused.
Jojo, the place is made of dreams and it sparkles like gems. And we went to the fountain, and like the fountain had like rainbows on one side pouring out and then glitter on the other, and there was a unicorn who had rainbows shooting out of its ass.
Oh, that's silly. Oh my goodness. Is this a everyday thing for you?
Yep.
It seems like it would cause a headache.
No, apparently they get the headaches if they go to like, you know, desk jockeys or you know, things like that.
Boring people.
Hmm.
Yep. Not that you'll remember any of this conversation anyway.
Pew, pew, pew.
Maybe I'll make food real quick.
Okay.
The she just comes back out, looks at what Tony's doing. Anything, he just kind of inclines his head to the side a little.
Can we go into the dreaming so we can ride your horse?
Yeah, you'll have to take me out to dinner first. And then he winks at her.
If I remember this and you remind me, I'll buy you some food, okay? Like, I can do that.
Oh, wait, who's translating? Unless Tiger says that Nathan stayed, because I was assuming Nathan left.
Well, I don't know. He went to make food.
Oh no!
Now let me see. I need to look up what I need for Actor 1, because I might have a thing to help.
Yeah, like the naming one with actor.
Oh, it needs to be a close personal friend. I think Actor 2 is you know the name of the person.
That's annoying.
I mean, but you can spend glamour on it to increase.
That is
And
true.
if you have a holding, you can just get the glamour back with draws.
But I don't have a holding though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm kind of watching.
We'll see when Tiger gets that.
You know what? Tony will pull out the notepad that she had used to draw the Saul's shop on, and she'll flip it over, and she'll just write what she was saying in English and hand it to Arvane. And then on it, it says, I understand what you're saying. I just at the moment have a temporary problem with speaking English. I'd like to not get into why I can't speak English at this exact moment. But what I said is that I will totally, or no, because he wouldn't have replied that because she couldn't. So she'll ask, can we go into the dreaming to ride your horse? And she'll hand it over.
He'll look up and do the same, say the same quip, and then say, well, you do have a knight with you. I don't see the harm between Sir Nathan and I. I'm sure no harm will come to you.
We'll give a thumbs up and look over to Jojo and say, hey, do you want to go into the dreaming? Because I think we can go into the dreaming and ride the horse.
That sounds fun. Like she looks. Yeah, I feel like I ingested LSD somewhere today. Also, they asked if we can go into the dreaming to ride the horse. Since we're in Nathan's talk shop, that would be up to him.
Yeah, Nathan's cool with it.
Okay. So, I guess Nathan leads them through the freehold?
Mhm.
Okay. So, we're in the dreaming now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nathan will step outside of his actual shop to smoke a cigarette. Cause that addiction, yo.
Oh god, just leaving the mages alone in the dreaming.
Arben's still there, isn't he?
Oh god, leaving the mages alone in the dreaming with a she.
I mean,
we're not in the deep dreaming, so
Yeah.
as long as we're not in the far of the deep dreaming, it'll be fine.
and Arben's, from what they've seen, to be pretty chill as far as she go. So
Yeah, but if you go into the deep dreaming, if they kept the old argument, then all she become assholes. You know, I'm actually gonna look that up because I'm curious.
So, like,
So he's just watching them.
yeah, Jojo will pick up Tony and put her on the horse. Since it didn't look like in the picture that he had a saddle.
Tony is probably cackling manically because this is amazing.
Are you going insane? I really hope not, because that's not gonna help things.
Tony's just gonna look over and then point to the black vein on her forehead and then just do the, like, what Tiger was doing earlier, the whole, like, little bit hand motion.
Just like heading the horse.
Oh. According to the book, the Autumn She don't have a curse in the deep dreaming. That's wonderful. Yeah, he's just watching them. Kind of staying close in case anything goes wrong.
Nah, it's just a social.
Darn.
yeah, I can make shit happen if you guys really want.
Do it. Let's get the mages into some stuff with the deep dreaming, it'll be great.
I'd have to have something prepared, which I don't.
I mean, there was that thing I was talking about in the chat. You remember the thing?
Nope.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay. Oh boy.
Though I feel it's prudent to mention now that I've only got like 2 hours, so if the scene goes on longer than that, I'll have to drop.
Okay.
Because I have to get sleep for work.
I probably won't, but I can give some plot crumbs to the changelings that I've been meaning to give to them anyways.
So Nathan's outside, smoking a cigarette.
You two hear a faint roar.
Nathan immediately runs back inside, closes the door, starts sealing the door off. The cigarette's still in his mouth and burning. He's going to yell at some of the goblins that are scurrying around to start, like, blocking off the windows and everything.
You,
Is that like a tiger or something, guys? What's going on?
So Arvane just snaps his fingers, and Eon like scoops up the 2 mages and like hurtles back towards the freehold.
you guys want to do a perception alertness?
Yes.
Yes. Oh shit! I
Well,
gotta
you
find the
can
dice room.
see into the dreaming, but since you're inside, well, you could have done it before you went inside.
Wait, pull up the rolls.
Oh yeah.
I just realized, though, if this is like a tiger or a lion or something, that it's probably going to go for the running target.
That's why the she's there. He's a she. He'll handle it. Trust me. Trust him.
The changeling inside of me thinks that's really sus. No one trusts the sheep.
Not true. Plenty of people trust the she. They just also happen to be she.
So while I'm doing this, like, Jojo's like active, but she's not like really active, so I can concentrate on the plot crumbs.
Mhm.
If you guys know what I mean.
Hey, 2 successes.
And I got 4.
I got 1.
Shit. Okay. So with the 1, you notice in the sky there's like some gold glint. Just like gold shiny. With 2 successes, you notice about the same thing. With 4 successes, Tony, there is a golden fucking dragon in the sky just flying around.
So, Tony does not know if dragons are good or not. She's just gonna reach, and she doesn't know any better, so she's just gonna pull out her sword, because she's had her bag with her the entire time, and she's just gonna scream, "There's a fucking dragon!"
Nathan's gonna be like, shh! Don't know if it's friendly or not. And I'd rather not have my shop burned down today.
Yeah, like, you see Faye scrambling to, like, make their stuff fireproof. Like, somebody literally encased their shit in ice.
You see, Arbane, he's letting the horse take the 2 mages back, but he's not taking any sort of offensive stance. He's just kind of helping get the commoners help get their stuff like hidden, get back to their freeholds, because he's a Fiona. He's a good dude like that.
Mm-hmm. Nathan will be going around like trying to help people as well, because all night.
Like, okay, so, like, the dragon is circling and getting closer.
Oh boy.
Just like
Tony's gonna ask Pelagius if he knows anything about dragons.
you get the snake equivalent of a shit, I don't know.
Thank you, Pelagius. Always great.
I could do a really stupid thing.
The dragon lands with a big old thump. It's a gorgeous dragon. It's gold.
Okay. Arbane, he's staying a safe distance away, but he'll hail the dragon. And he is preparing an action. That's really ominous.
Nathan's gonna put his helmet on and just kind of like eyes to Arbane, eyes to the dragon, eyes to Arbane, kind of seeing what he's doing before he makes an action.
So the dragon notices that you guys are talking to him. And you know that thing that dogs do when they get really excited and they're wanting to play, where they just like drop on their front 2 paws and their heads on the floor and their tails way up in the air wagging.
Oh my god.
Arbane, he'll like put one hand up and start like slowly approaching, and I'm gonna make a perception empathy roll.
Y'all should totally get a dragon as a pet. I'm just saying.
I mean, this is better than the plan I had to get a dragon as a pet, and I have 1 success, Kim.
The dragon... This seems to be a dream about a golden retriever. That took its own form into a chimera. But the perception empathy, he's friendly. And like, he sees you approaching, so he does the like 1 paw thing where he's just like trying to play. And but the thing is, it's a fucking dragon, so you're kind of puny compared to him.
Okay. So what he'll do is do I have to spend a glamour if I'm in the dreaming to use cantrips? I can never remember.
No, you don't have to.
Let me go. Okay. So what he's gonna do is I'm going to roll my Fey plus my Primal to use Primal 1 to talk with it. I think it's called Primal Whispers or something like that.
Willow
Can't remember the exact name. Willow Whisper, yes.
Now, this also depends on the intelligence of the thing. So, remember, things aren't.
Yeah, I can ask one question per success. Oh shit, I forgot to edit the difficulty. I'll say just for a -1 drop, because 7 in the near dreaming, he'll just jeez, now I have to be creative on the fly. I'm trying to think, because she don't do normal bunks either. Rip. Kind of, as he's reaching out, just imperiously say, "You can trust me, my friend." And use that as just a really basic bunk, because I rolled at diff 6 instead of diff 7.
It actually starts at diff 8.
Well, in the near dreaming.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And then he
Goes-
does one bunk, yeah.
Okay, so,
And I got 3 successes.
so what are your questions?
First question. Do you want to play?
Okay, so you know when dogs jump at you when you say something really exciting?
Oh dear.
So,
Nathan's just gonna yell out, just yell if you need help, Arbane, I got your back.
so,
You get
he like, you see him start to lift on his 2 back paws, and like he's doing the waving his 2 front paws, and he's jumping towards you. Is there anything you wish to do?
I'll I'm a Fiona, I don't get afraid. Like, it's part of my house thing. Just even if I don't have the boon, like, it's like I can't show fear. It'd be really bad to do.
Like, okay.
So
since you're just a page, the boon and flaw do not actually apply yet.
but like still being
He's trying to prove himself to be a good feat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Not fear, to move out of the way.
Yeah,
being crushed
that's just
by-
being smart. Like,
Okay, so what I'm going to do then, and this is probably a stupid idea, is as he's bouncing at me,
Yeah.
I'm going to like what is the chimerical area like? Like immediately around Arbane where he's standing.
What do you mean by a chimerical area?
like how does it?
Oh, right now it about looks like, do you remember the Emerald City? It kind of sort of looks like the Emerald City right now.
Yeah, is there anything on the ground like right next to Arbane's feet that he can pick up and throw?
Yes, there is twigs and tree branches.
Okay, he'll pick one up, and then I'm gonna make a dexterity athletics, see how far I throw it. I failed. In fact, I botched. Oh no, I didn't botch. I just failed. Okay.
Okay, so you meant to throw it away. Since it was a failure, not a botch, you didn't get it as far away as you wanted. You still noticed the stick, and he drops and runs to it. The thing is,
Okay.
he kind of runs into a few stalls.
Okay, what I'm going to do, and this is going to be a really stupid idea, is he's like chasing it. I'm going to run and use Wayfair 1 to hopscotch myself onto his back. Okay, so I actually have 4 dice because I have 3 dots of Fey. And all right, for the bunk, as he's running, he's just going to let out like a Fiona like or yell. Is that good enough for 1 dot for 1 -1 bunk?
Yeah, since it's like since you're trying to appeal to your house and the fact that you're
Yeah.
oh, excuse me, your bunks are going to be different. It's a -1.
Okay.
So tell me when you get on your successes.
1 success. Let me find Wayfair.
Like when you yell, you actually scare the dragon. Like
Oh dear.
when so he hears you yell and he just like climbs over a building.
Okay. Is it more than a 1-story building? Because I can jump up 1 story straight up.
This is a pretty big dragon, so I think it might be Bitsy. Since it's a changeling market, it'll probably just be 1 story.
Okay.
But yeah, the building is cracking.
Okay, yeah. Once I'm on there, because
I was gonna say, like, if Nathan, I'm gonna roll perception alertness real quick to see if the building is cracking.
Okay, because I do have a plan, and it might get me and the dragon killed, but it's gonna be great.
I got 1 success.
The building is taking some damage. It's not gonna collapse, but
Nathan's going to pull a band-aid out of his pocket. He's gonna run over to the building. He's gonna put the band-aid on the pocket, and that's gonna be my bunk.
Okay.
For Oaken's shield.
Okay. And as soon as he does that, I have a bunk that I need to pull off.
Let's see, I've got... How much prop do I need for a building? Because I've got prop 2. I think that's enough, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you're not trying to affect anything complicated, so...
Oh no, I failed. Which means I also get a nightmare die. Why not?
I thought it was botches that get nightmare dice.
No, if you fail.
Okay.
That's fail or botch.
Okay. So, what was your bunk going to be?
As he's just roughly landed on the dragon's back, he's going to like and say, "Take off, my friend," as his bunk for again Wayfair 1. He's going to hopscotch the dragon into the air, and hopefully it'll fly so it doesn't crush the changeling market.
So it is Chimera.
I do have enough Fey for that.
Chimera, what level of Fey?
Chimera is Fey 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right. Nathan's going to grumble, start pulling out more band-aids and start putting them over the... Because he really doesn't want that building to come down.
You think that's good enough for 1 dot bunk?
Yeah, that'll be enough for 1.
Okay.
So
3 successes.
Building gets 3 more health levels for the scene.
Okay. So what was the last
And
die? What was the... So it does...
Go away.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay. So
the dragon with me on its back.
The air, like
5 stories straight up. And as he's going up, he's holding on. As it goes up, he uses his other, one of his other things with Will-O-Wisp say, "Can you fly now, my friend?" Yeah, his question. He says, "Can you fly now, my friend? Otherwise, it will hurt when we both fall."
Like, once he goes up in the air, it's an automatic thing where he pops out his wings and starts gliding around.
So as it's like flying, he's like petting it and making like you know how like dog owners will do make kind of like soothing nonsense talk to calm their pets.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he's doing to try and calm the dragon.
And he's going to land. And I need you to make a Dex Athletics roll, because as soon as he lands, he's going to start rolling onto his back.
Oh dear. I'm gonna spend a willpower on that. So it's 1 success. I need to check 5 dice. Okay. 4 successes.
Okay. You get out of the way.
Yeah, he basically as he sees him start to roll, he just kind of leaps off and rolls.
And he's just like, at this point, he's just like lying on his back, wagging his tail, soaking in the sun.
Arbane will go over and very gently, to avoid the claws, pat his belly.
Oh my god, that is the best thing that's happened all day, according to the dragon.
Well, if you adventure with me, my friend, many more things like that can happen.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be that easy. Alright. So,
Those are the shit.
Tony, Nathan,
True.
Okay.
there's a giant dragon getting his belly rubbed.
Tony is heading over there
Yeah.
right now to rub the dragon's stomach.
Maybe this is gonna walk over.
Like, the dragon is loving all of this attention. And, like, you see the other Fae peeking out windows. And seeing that the dragon isn't here to just destroy everything. Like, that is not his goal in life. And, you know,
So, and then what Arbane's going to do is ask the dragon if he would like to play fetch some more.
okay, I'm gonna need you guys to make another Dex Athletic roll.
Oh no.
Oh, this is so worth. Oh, I only have 1 success, but it's
Oh,
a
no.
success.
You get out of the way. You feel like you're missing some things.
Actually, for cantrips, isn't a 10 a nightmare dice?
Oh.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Let me look real quick.
Because I just realized I rolled 2 10s in one of the cantrips that I did.
Think.
Nathan got 5 successes, just so you are aware.
Like, Nathan
Damn.
gets out of the way.
The pudgy knocker she plate is the most dexterous.
Dragon plate.
Dragon plate is the most dexterous.
Nightmare.
I think it's only if you roll a
10 on your nightmare dice.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
As long as none of those dice were nightmare dice, you're good.
Okay.
So, Tony?
Yes.
Okay, so you and Arbane feel his, like, foot scrape against your back as he suddenly flips over
I narrate what Nathan does.
Yes.
In a shocking display of athleticism, Nathan does like a no-handed cartwheel away from the dragon.
Damn.
And then he looks very surprised that it happened.
It's so dreaming. So, that happens.
What he's going to do is pick up a stick, and he's going to lead the dragon like into a more clear area where he can get it a ways, and the dragon can chase it without trampling stuff.
Oh, okay. So, like, the dragon is on you. You feel his nose against your back as you have the stick.
Okay. That would be. Do I have that realm? God damn it! I think it's only prop 1, or would that be nature for a stick?
For a stick?
That'd be nature.
Yeah.
Because it's technically still a part of nature.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect, and I have just enough for it.
Okay.
So what he's going to do is when he's got an area like big enough for, to do the thing, he's going to use Wayfair 1 again. It's just like his favorite art. So he's going to use it to make it go rather than a whatchamacallit jump. And for his bunk, he's going to do like
Say go fetch.
do you know like no, like the sort of training hawks to hunt prey?
Yeah.
He's gonna do that.
Okay.
He's in.
So how many successes did you get on your Wayfair roll? That would be.
Oh, I botched.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
So, okay. Since you botched, and since I'm a terrible person, the Wayfair does go off. It goes back towards the changeling market. And with the stick, so does the dragon. Also, if you want to make a Dex Athletics roll.
Oh boy, let me find that dice pool. 2 successes.
Okay, you barely managed to get knocked over. To avoid getting knocked over by the dragon.
Okay, he's going to try this again really quickly because he needs to get that away from the people.
Okay, so what you'll see randomly is a giant tree launch into the air away from the market, and the dragon goes flying off after it. The giant tree. Hashtag NPC saved your life.
Tony's gonna look over at
He's just
Nathan.
kind of.
My bad.
Sorry, you go.
Tony's gonna look over at Nathan and just kind of say, "Does this thing happen every day?"
Not every day, but it is still kind of common.
Oh my god, this is fucking amazing. I'm gonna bother you guys for the rest of your life now. I'm sorry.
You should. Would you guys like to make a perception hitting roll on the dragon?
Yes. Let me
Could I
find my-
do perk awareness? Because that's like mage equivalent of kinning. Or would that not be applicable?
I'm not sure. Like, kinning is specifically for dreaming and stuff. You didn't botch.
No, I just failed. It's fine.
And did Arbin get, was this one success?
Yep, 1 success.
Okay, that is a chimera. Like, it isn't going to go away. But you do see it flying off with a tree in its mouth. So it seems to be done for the day.
Okay, and at that point, Arbane will go off to follow it and kind of keep an eye on it because I actually have to go. I'm being called away, so
Okay.
thank you for the scene, and I
Right.
see you guys later.
So, I think Arthas path. Let me look it up. 1 second. Sorry. I think I put. Yeah, Arth does have Wayfarer. I remember now. Remember in the scene, the Rider rescue scene.
Mhm.
So, Arth jogs up. Giant blue dude again, wearing the crown. Ah, Tony. Nice to see you. And he'll nod towards Jojo again, or nods towards Jojo.
Tony's gonna point to the dragon that's walking away.
Yes, I noticed. He wanted to play fetch, so I wayfared the tree away from the market.
But like, all the dragons in like the stories of like Aragon, and they're like a big dog.
Not all of them. You see Nathan's armor?
Yeah.
His armor is made of dragon scales.
Why would you guys kill the dogs?
They're not always like that.
Yes, this is a manifestation of a dream.
So I was just looking at some of the suggested bunks, and one of them is killing a son on the anniversary of his father's death. I was like, Jesus Christ. Chill the fuck out, Onyx Path.
Yeah, that one was a little crazy.
I mean, it gives you -5 at least, but hey.
Yeah.
That's diff 3.
Yeah.
But, so yeah. Not all dragons are like that. It seems like this one needs to be trained. Other dragons, like the one his armor is made out of, is presumably from the Nightmare Realm, judging by the color and the shape of the scales.
Yeah, I just kind of got these from Gravedigger. I was going to make him armor until he fucked up, and so I just kind of took them for my own.
I'm not sure how he would have used them.
He's a weak little thing anyway.
So, should probably get these two back before it gets too late again.
Probably.
Oh, do we have to?
Come on, Tony. You don't want to get stuck in here forever. Jonas was just like, wait, what? You knew this and you let me come in here?
But, okay, I might have forgotten about how we could get stuck here, because at the time all I could think of was riding the flaming horse, and then I got sidetracked with Dragon Dog.
I can't be mad at you right now. Like, this is pretty freaking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also... Yeah, I am kind of mad.
I'm sorry.
Just get out of here.
I forgot. That was legitimately my fault. You can blame me. If we can't get stuck, you can, yell at me for the rest of our existence here. As we go play with the dragon dogs.
Not all of them are that nice. Arth will chime in again.
I know. But I mean, if there's at least one dragon dog, maybe we can just hang out with him, because I'm pretty sure the dragon dog will outlive us.
So, you guys go back through the freehold. So, okay. Arth will also come back through with you guys. Well, that was fun, I guess, Jojo will say.
Tony is nodding very enthusiastically.
Have you found your new favorite hobby that doesn't include killing people?
Okay, killing people, it's not my hobby, it's my job. I'm sorry. But my hobby is crafting stuff, but this is definitely, like, geez, if I didn't forget everything, like, it would be so much cooler. Or not, forget everything, because you've explained it, but just, like, have trouble recalling.
Yes. The dreaming tends to get like that. You may not remember the dragon.
She looks so sad now. She's just like, what do you mean I'll forget the dragon dog?
Yeah, it's a thing.
But I don't want to forget dragon dog.
Every time you get enchanted, you'll remember Dragon Dog at the least.
Well, could we still do that, like... Are there any adverse effects to being, like, enchanted day after day? Other than, like, if you're ever not enchanted, you forget everything? Or have trouble recalling?
It's,
See, what we enchant you with is kind of currency around here. It's a very rare currency, so we wouldn't be able to enchant you every day.
I got you.
there is a permanent ritual we can do, but it's not something we do, all the time.
Yeah, that's understandable. Well, thank you guys for for enchanting myself and JoJo today, because that was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty great.
Oh my goodness. Okay. But, well, we'll see about the permanent enchantment. You would have to earn much more favor with us to begin with.
She nods.
Out of character. You gotta do a last shift for us before we do this big fucking thing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
You're really tall.
Okay. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you,
Nathan actually needs to talk to Alistair. If you're cool with that, Kim.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I'll let you guys do that. Oh my goodness.
So, Nathan is going to call Alistair after all the crazy shit kind of calms down and ask him to come over to the shop.
Yep, and he'll head on over there.
He'll be
A cup
waiting
of coffee.
smoking a cigarette.
Is there like 20 on the ground?
Nah, that's just like 2.
Yep. And Alistair will show up with his, normal cup of coffee and the extra that he has, and he'll look Nathan up and down and see if he needs the coffee more than Alistair does.
He looks fairly okay.
But Alistair will keep the coffee to himself, and he'll just kind of nod and say, "What's up?"
I've been thinking that maybe we should get a group together. Because I've noticed there's a Motley or Osaka or whatever, but mostly because I've noticed that there's not a whole lot of us that actually give half a shit about doing stuff for the city. So I kind of want to get those who do all on the same page.
Okay. That sounds really cool. I can't really think of many other changelings who really, are active though in city stuff. There's that Byron guy.
Nathan's just gonna like make a face.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard what he did at the museum. That was kinda... Do you know why the hell he did that?
I have no idea, but he also abandoned one of us to the technocracy, so fuck him.
What? I did not know of that.
Yeah, it's kind of on the down low for now, so...
You want me to blow him up? I can make some bombs and make it look like a cake.
The Duke knows. He'll sort it out. He's kind of like takes a long drag off his cigarette.
Out of character, I can't have the scene yet because fireworks for Jason out and
Yeah,
it's gonna be lasting for like a week here.
yeah. But he'll say, no, I was thinking you, me, Bainu, Angela, the snake puka. And I wasn't gonna consider him, but then he helped kind of defend the changeling market from a dragon. The page, Arbane, I think his name is. Fiona. How's Fiona? The she?
A dragon attacked the changeling market.
He wanted to play. Arbane helped minimize the damage.
You should point out the cracked building.
And he'll point at the cracked building that has a bunch of band-aids slapped over it.
Alistair's just gonna take a really long sip of his coffee.
Like, there is also a couple of wrecked stalls.
Yeah.
Kinda glad I wasn't around.
Yeah, it was kind of a thing.
Well, I'm glad it's gone now.
Yeah.
It'll be back.
But no, that's what I was considering. So,
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Sounds like a good group, yeah.
Cool. I'll try and get, I know Bainu's already on board with it. So I'll try and get with Angela and Arbane whenever Arbane's done chasing that dragon.
Okay. Could get like a group so that everyone can meet each other, because I don't think I've ever met Arbane, and if I did, I don't remember him.
That's fair.
I do remember that Bainu has amazing hair, though.
Yeah. Yeah. He's also very strong. I watched them pick up the door and throw it at somebody.
He threw a door at somebody?
Yeah. Yeah. The guy didn't make it after that.
I mean, hell, when you're hit with a door, I can kind of understand.
Yep. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. That's all I really had I need to discuss. What's been going on with you?
Nothing really. just been. I'm probably gonna start a design for some power armor later, because I've heard rumors that these technocracy assholes have it, so might as well give it to some of our people.
Nice. If you need to use my shop or anything, feel free. Just let me know.
He nods. Probably gonna take a while because I still have to get, I either have to buy some plans or draw up some plans, and that'll be fun. But yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Anything else big happening in the city lately?
I don't know, I heard something about the cell tower going down.
Oh yeah, myself and Byron, and then like this one other chick were there for that. Oh, and then Gravedigger showed up. But yeah, Byron bit through the legs of the tower and just kind of it crumpled to one side. I don't know what was up with the metal. Like whatever it was, it just completely absorbed the explosion of my bombs. And Nokia died. I'm very sad.
Nokia?
It's the name of my phone.
Oh.
Kinda like Toasty. Rip Toasty.
Toasty's not dead.
We just have to get Toasty from Deepwater. But yeah. I think that's about it, really. Kind of amazing the city's been quiet for, more than a day.
Right? Is Byron, is he okay? Like, is he still,
Well, I mean, like, while it was happening, he wasn't too good, but considering what you told me of what the guy did, I really don't give a fuck about his, status now.
Fair
and
enough.
If he's okay or not.
Fair enough.
Because leaving one of us to the technocracy is pretty fucked up.
Yeah. We already got the guy back, so, like, he's recovering and all, so.
That's good. Still, though, like, having that happen, and then him vandalizing the museum, like, why do we keep that guy around?
It's a good question. I don't know. Like I said,
And
it's gonna sort him out.
And at that point, our Bane comes back from playing with the dragon.
Hey, speak of the devil, I was just talking about you.
Oh, I hope
said-
it was flattering things you were saying, Sir Nathan. He smiles in a playful way.
Yeah.
No, you said it was some horrible stuff, that your hair was all, like, messed up and poofy and all over the place.
Nathan just takes a drag off his cigarette. Nah, I was discussing with Ali here about how I'd like to get a kind of a motley going for some of us more active people, active fae here in the city, and I was wondering if you would be interested, Arbane, in joining.
He inclines his head and says, both circles and motleys are very important things. I would be happy to join if you would have me.
Wonderful. I'm also planning on asking Angela and Bainu in on this endeavor.
He nods. Wise choices.
I'm gonna be honest, you kind of impressed me today with the running up to fend off the dragon and everything. So
He kind of half smiles and says, well, I had to be responsible. As a budding noble it is. He kind of thinks for a moment, taps his lips. It is important that I learn the necessary lessons and put myself before to protect them, if you understand what I'm what I mean.
I get you. I feel you. Yeah, generally, for right now at least, it's just kind of figuring out who all is in. I know Binu's already in, so now I just have to talk to Angela about it. So that'll be fun.
It sounds like it will be, I wouldn't say difficult to entice her to join, but more difficult understanding whether she agrees to it or not.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about.
I don't know. Like, normally when you ask her an important direct question, she'll just blatantly lie. Like, you know, hey, do you want to join this motley? No. And she wants to join. It's other questions that she makes up these long and ridiculous stories for. Like, apparently, her and I were both left at the altar. And we have to go to marriage counseling every Thursday over it.
That's terrible, and you've just been skipping out on the meetings? What's wrong with you?
I mean, like, look, after being left at the altar, Nathan, I didn't want to talk about my feelings. I had better things to do, like creating power armor.
It's fair. I can understand that.
By the way, Nathan, for Arbane, he is wearing something better than sheep plate.
Oh yeah, I already told him about the...
Dragon plate?
Yeah, that was mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he's not saying anything about that.
Yeah, since he's a she, he would recognize sheep plate. This is an obvious improvement based on that design because it has dragon skills.
Nathan's just kind of cool. So, that's all I really needed to talk about. What's up? What's been up with you, Arvane? It's been a minute.
The dragon is quite playful, but I believe I convinced him to take a nap.
That's good. I'll have to keep on the lookout. He didn't seem dangerous, don't think for a second. He didn't seem intentionally dangerous.
This is true.
Did you guys get a picture? I wanted to see the dragon.
Well, I imagine if he's sleeping, you could go see it, if you don't wake him.
We can go. We can go. Do they?
He just kind of blinks and takes a sips his coffee and then says, just walk up and see the dragon.
I mean, do you know where it went, Arbane?
Yes. I just came from there, so I'd imagine I can find it again.
Cool.
Okay, so once you get to where the dragon is napping, it's not his actual nest. He just decided to nap here. It's an open clearing. He's lying on his back with his belly in the air, and he's got a giant tree in his mouth, and he's snoring.
Alistair's just kind of look over to Nathan, and then back over to the dragon, and then back to Nathan, take a sip of his coffee, and then say, aren't they supposed to be dangerous from what I've been told by everyone?
Some are. This one was clearly dreamed by somebody who, just watched Neverending Story or something.
Sweet.
Actually, if you want to do a perception, what is it, Greymare? Is that the knowledge?
Yeah.
You guys want to do a perception, Greymare?
Have a dot of that. Perfect.
3? That's not bad.
Yeah.
Aww.
And I failed.
Yeah.
I got a 1 success.
Okay. For 1 success, it is the product of a child's dream. For 3 successes, it is the product of a child's dream of his pet golden retriever.
Oh,
Pet pup.
doggo. Yeah, probably some kid dreamed about his dog, his dragon, or something. Huh.
And you don't get anything, Alistair, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. It was kind of nod.
Oh my goodness. So there's a giant snoring dragon in front of you 3.
Yeah, Arbane is just kind of sitting, like, cross-legged to the side of it, just kind of sitting there. If Alistair and Nathan are talking and participating in the conversation, well, I should say he's participating in the conversation.
What I missed?
You 3 are just standing in front of a giant napping dragon that's snoring.
Oh. Nathan takes another drag of a cigarette. Blows it clearly away from everybody else because he's not that asshole.
Okay. Shit. So I mean, like, what's gonna happen to him?
Well, they're out of character. Since you're a knight of the realm, there are such things as dragon hunters who hunt dragons exclusively for their scales.
Yeah.
Even if it's a good or a bad dragon.
He might get hunted down. Which I
Hmm.
really don't want to see happen because this guy doesn't seem like he's really doing anything bad.
I will speak to my Baron about placing him under the protection of myself, and perhaps if this motley forms and the other members are willing, perhaps a motley, to perhaps train him and keep him safe.
Sounds good. I'll talk to guys in Dougal, see if we can make a shelter for him or something.
And perhaps some form of device where we can...
Streaming log?
Yeah.
Perhaps a device to keep track of him when he is flying and such.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea too.
Well, okay. So this is pretty common in any literature. Dragons have hoards that they use as nests.
Mm-hmm.
He's napping in a random spot right now, so he's not at his nest.
Well, I'm no seer, but I'm sure that we can find his hoard somewhere. And perhaps put a shelter around it.
Yeah. Just yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Anything else we need to cover?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, Arbane's just going to be getting a hold of his Baron and making a case for keeping the dragon safe. Such as, hey, you can have the bragging rights to say you have a dragon in your barony that fights alongside your warriors and such. Blah blah blah, making all the usual bids to kind of convince the Baron, which I don't believe we ever actually picked a Baron.
Not sure.
For him.
Let's see.
I'm heading over to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, Antilli, Flurkin, Fiona.
Right, Finlay Oren.
Yes. Finley.
He'll be trying to convince Baroness Finley.
She prefers Baron.
Okay, yeah, he'll be trying to convince Baron Finley then.
Okay, like, once you said that there's a dragon that needs to be trained, she's just, like, all for it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so.
Give a report on what happened in the marketplace. Like, he would just give a matter-of-fact report, but Eon would totally be talking about how he did.
Mm-hmm.
Which probably would be really annoying having a talking rainbow horse talk. But
Okay. Will anybody else be doing any reports?
I will, but I want to do it after the private blue book meeting.
Okay.
So,
Alright, so Finley is all for this. Alistair? Does Alistair need to do anything before we close this out?
No, because all that Alistair's gonna do can be like, it's just blue booking and rolls and stuff.
Okay. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This started out as, telling Tony, don't do stupid shit, and ended with,
everyone doing stupid shit.
yeah,
A little bit.
have a nice night.